Hi everybody, it's your boy Big Mike, and I'm here to show you how to install the new 6 Monkeys design Molle panels on the rear windows of your GX470. Let's get it. So these are the tools that you're going to need to install this Molle panel on the back of your windows. It's really simple, cut and dry, you get it done in no time. Right. This is the tools that you're going to need to complete the job. Your PPE, always keep that. 1/8 drill bit, a pry tool to take off the covers for the screws, a 10mm socket, preferably deep, a number 2 Phillips screwdriver, Sharpie, and the 6 Monkeys to keep you company. Just for cinematic purposes, I've already pre-drilled the holes, so just follow with me and everything's gonna be all right. So now I'm gonna go get my slightly obese ass in the back of the vehicle. Okay. The first thing I'm going to do is these handles in the back. I'm going to take the pry tool. Oh, that one came out easy. All right. Now, I can either take, depending on how loose it is, I can take a number 2 Phillips or a 10mm socket and screw it out. Sometimes these are loose, so you may not need the 10mm to get them off. You might only need the number 2. Okay, so we got the handle off, you guys will see. Now, 6 Monkeys Molle panel for the rear windows. I got the Sierra Tan, but then after I got it, I taped it off in the front and sprayed the back with some black undercoat, so from the outside you don't see it. So you might see the straps from the things I have connected to the Molle panel, but for the most part, this is cool, and I really like it. I like the color match is really great for the interior. So what I'm going to do is you're going to take these 2 holes right here, and you're going to line them up with the handle connection points. All right, so I got it up there. I'll take this handle, screwdriver. Just get one of them started is all you really need. Yep, that one started. All right. So I got them nice and holding in there, and I'm going to snug them just enough to hold the panel up. Once you've snugged the bolts down, you don't want them too tight because you still got to maybe do a little bit of shifting, not much. But once you snug them down and you have the handle on, then you come down to the bottom, you mark the holes where they have to be drilled into the factory paneling, then you drill it with a 1/8 drill bit. Now here's a tip. Do it in reverse first, because you don't want to snag this material. The material's pretty much adhered to it. I didn't have any problems with it when I was drilling it, but just to be on the safe side, do it reverse until you score it really good, and then put it forward, drill a little bit at a time until you start to see the little plastic shavings kind of spiral out, and then you're good. Just do it really slow. You won't have any problem. There's really nothing behind here, and it'll just turn out well. Then you mark the holes. Use drill bit. Put it on reverse. Drill the holes. Once you have your holes drilled, you have this where you want it to be. Like I said, it's just snug. It's not completely in. Then you take one screw and a washer. I decided to use stainless steel. They're really cheap at the hardware stores. I'm a stainless steel guy, right? So regardless of what I buy, I tend to replace the bolts with stainless steel, unless they're like the trailer hitch or something like that. You don't want to do stainless steel because then it'll break. So I'm gonna start with one screw, and I'm not gonna tighten it down. I'm just gonna get it where I need it to be, where it's like a little snug, loose. Move to the second bracket. All right. Snug again. Back to the first bracket. Again, just put them in enough to hold it up in place. Because once you get all the screws in, and I'm gonna just untighten these just a little bit, have a little shift, everything should be fine. Tighten everything down. Don't over tighten the lower bolts. There's really no need. I mean, the two upper bolts holds this Molle panel in place pretty well. And I haven't put anything on this yet that has caused it to move, shift, or even pull away from this lower panel. The plastic in a lot of these older Japanese cars are not as, well, at least a Toyota, they're not as brittle as, like, let's say the old Nissan stuff, which I have too as well. But once you get it all nice and snug down, the panel's really sturdy. All right, tightening it down. All right. I've got pretty big hands, so when I tighten it down, I just like this. When it's nice and snug, it's fine. So back up to the top bolts. I'm gonna use my number 2 to snug it where I want it to be. And I go back with my 10mm. There we go. All right. Perfect. I'm just gonna put the caps back on. And that's it. Everything operational. Molle panel, it's not going anywhere. Well, everybody, that's the finished product. The 6 Monkeys design Molle panel for your GX470. Hey, that looks great to me. Peace.